Jackman with the rebound. Jackman looking to push it. Back out to Martin from behind the arc for three. Perfect start for the Newcastle.
Oh, great start.
Once again, MVP in the cup finals, a regular occurrence. Newcastle win the cup. Fletcher wins the golden ball. And good finish from Jackman with the reverse lane.
Evan has.
Is Setti. Hoffer down the lane and gets the first points on the board for the Wolves. Well, they just left Defoe there on the pick and roll, and he's going to knock that shot down all game.
Yeah, just a brief reference to what you said before. I mean, I think that Fletcher and Parks are one of the best 1-2 guards in the league right now.
As Walker tips it in, Ramon Fletcher not too far behind him, but they do so much else. There's a great block! Jackman with it, but was to keep possession. That's only worth 2 from Hoffer than it might have been. Here's Fletcher. Martin wants it, he's open, and Martin will knock that down. You knew as soon as it left its hand, it was going in.
He gives this team such a good balance. I mean, also he's a great defensive player, but offensively, you just can't leave him alone on the 3, and it's hard to guard him and Parks and Fletcher and
out on him, having given him a couple of wide open 3s early on. Here he is. Didn't take it that time. Fletcher now. Shot clock down to 8 as Fletcher tries the 3, and he gets the home court rob. Oh, nearly stolen away there. Setter did well to hang on to that. Gets it out. Hoffer in the corner, challenged on the 3, but he knocks it down.
I thought Walker was certainly up to his defensive challenge there. Did a really good job of keeping Darius under pressure.
He gives it back to Hoffer, and he manages to convert over the defensive stretch in time. Kennedy to Hoffer, and now Setti. Big man Walker up top for 3.
Whoa.
He doesn't take too many, but he does knock them down occasionally. 420 on Newcastle.
Now I see that Worcester go with an 8-man rotation, which is pretty much what the Eagles do, but the Eagles is a tough 8-man rotation because they've also got Joe Hart on the bench who can knock down shots as well. Kennedy.
Well, they got 3 out of that. It looked like they were in a game, and Kennedy with the rebound, they can go in front here. Hoffer lines up the 3, knocks it down, Danny Hoffer. Flanoy gets it inside to Parks, and he can go left as well by to Kennedy. Shot clock down to 5. Kennedy needs to go here against Defoe. He does. Drives down the lane, scoops it up. Good follow from Navas, who just got that off in time, because I don't think the initial shot hit the ring at first, because that's lower than the game clock. Fletcher with the crossover and the pull-up. What a shot that is. Or just let time expire. Wow, really high-scoring opening quarter. Eagles came out on fire. Martin hitting 3s, Fletcher hitting 3s. They opened up a 9-point lead. Great response by the Wolves, and just a 1-point game here at the end of the first period, Dave.
Yeah, I think that's the key to why we've had such a good game, is that Wolves didn't go away when the Eagles put a little bit early pressure up.
To Newcastle in the summer is Khan driving in to the spin. Oh, not enough on that. Gets his own rebound. Second attempt, he misses. Third go now inside. Draws the foul. That will count. Well, Khan on the pick and roll with Navas. Khan, nice little dribble there, and gets his way to the basket for the reverse lane.
Terrific basket. I mean, he was fit.
Puts the ball on the floor, drives in, out to Kennedy, open for 3. Backman trying to get the offensive rebound, but it's deflected down to Parks. Parks in the open floor. Oh, great play. Fully went in as well. Parks. In for 2 again.
What a defender to do on the 3-point line.
Well, at the minute, they can't guard this guy. Parks is just getting the ball and going, you know. Classic. Inside to Walker. Walker goes up. Oh, just sort of thing. Down and banging bodies in the low post. Here's Hoffer. He continues to be in there from your side rebounding.
That wasn't the best of decisions by Trevor Setti.
Fletcher just too quick again. Setti just slipped there, diving on the floor, trying to keep it alive. He does, because Walker picks it up. Walker gets his own rebound, goes up, and just a bit of hustle there from two guys. Well, that's keeping them in the game, really, isn't it? The offensive rebound.
They're certainly doing a job on the ball.
Got to shoot, though. They've taken a bit too long here. It's got to go up. Navas knocks down the three. It's a funny looking shot because he barely gets off the ground. The zone press here. It's always dangerous against the Eagles because they've got such speed. It's better come the other way. Fletcher, nice. What a pass that is to Martin for two. Navas cutting down the lane. Here comes Huffer as well, and he finishes in for two. He's up to 16. The end of a very high scoring first half, almost 100 points on the board, but we've seen a lot of Parks and Fletcher able to get to the basket, but fair play to Worcester, they've kept with them.
Yeah, I think they've got to go into the dressing room. Worcester have got to talk about defending the paint. The Eagles have got to talk about taking care of their own backboards. There's one thing for certain, this is not an inconsistent team. This is a team that's playing very hard tonight, and they're not going away. They're hanging into this game really well.
Klassen. And Worcester will try and get some points on the board. They go inside. Oh, nice up and under from Kennedy there.
Creative for them. And they've run exactly the same play again.
Klassen drives down, dumps off inside. Well, he went the long way round, but it doesn't matter if you convert at the end of it. Huffer's shot doesn't go. Parks with the boards, kicks it out to Fletcher. Fletcher to Martin on the trail. Martin throws it off the back of the ring, it out to Klassen. Here's Kennedy, fakes it the three, drives in, back out to Klassen, has some space, knocks it down, and Wolves are in front. Corner, Parks for three, misses. Such a deadly three. Oh, Setti from miles out. Oh my goodness, Trevor Setti knocks down the huge three.
Body language tells you a lot at the moment, doesn't it? Setti was really on a high from that shot. Got his old teammates involved. Great pass.
Defoe inside, and he'll try and get three the old-fashioned way. Here's a look. Look how far out he is. Miles.
Well, Fab almost gave him an invitation to take that shot.
Fletcher. Oh, good pass, and Parks cut into the hole for two.
This is a tough Eagles lineup defensively.
Huffer fakes at the three, gets it to Klassen, lob towards Kennedy. Oh, what a finish! Into Walker goes quickly and finishes. Another double-double by the looks of it. Klassen. Oh, what a finish off the glass. Martin to Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher cuts through the double team, kicks it out in the corner. Is Lasker, and he hits from behind the arc. Huffer under pressure, has it not loose, recovers. He's still got the ball, he drives in, and he finishes. Somehow he got 2 points out of what looked like it was going to be a turnover.
37 points between them.
Trying to get it inside. What a battle it is between Defoe and Walker. Walker goes strong. Walker is really strong down there. It's not
uncharacteristic. I don't think they're in any sort of crisis sort of situation with so long to go, but I'm starting to wonder where the Eagles are going to get the points from.
Khan drives in. Navas along the baseline. Navas goes strong and finishes it off.
Oh.
Wow. This was not what we were expecting before the game, as Klassen makes it a double-figure lead at the top. But what an excellent third quarter for the Worcester Wolves day.
They started the quarter well. They maintained it throughout the quarter. I thought they were the better team in that quarter. And at the moment, the Eagles are finding it difficult to score points.
Khan is looking as the ball comes his way. Klassen drives. Oh, good pass. Navas is fouled. Oh, and it goes for Navas. The behind-the-back pass from Klassen. Navas through the contact, and he will go to the line for a bonus.
That's a really good 30 seconds for the Wolves. They stopped that drive. The help defense was fantastic to get in the way.
pass.
Look how hard he's battling for that. Not only that, he manages to control the shot when he gets it off and draws yet another foul on the Eagles.
Khan drives in. Khan goes the long way round and finds a space for two, and Navas punches the air because he was a space filler and a decoy. And wow, Newcastle trailing by 16 at home with 8 to go. Oh, and it's another turnover. Here comes Khan. Khan driving in. Khan strong off the glass. Khan converts. And can you believe it here? 7:45 to go at Sports Central. Do not adjust your set. It is Newcastle Eagles 66, Worcester Wolves 84. Can you keep scoring with Newcastle? Well, they have stopped scoring and Worcester have kept going. In fact, they've turned up the pace. Fletcher drives down. Jackman for three. Big shot. They needed that. Klassen driving along the baseline. Backman in the corner, gets it back out to Khan as time runs down. Oh, he gets all the way to the basket, to the finger roll. Martin drives in, out to Lasker from behind the arc. Drew Lasker knocks down the triple, it's 12. In for him, so instead of having that small, quick backcourt, they're now a bit more sizey, but probably not as quick. Backman in the corner for three, knocks it down, big shot. Khan, Kennedy, into Khan, Khan finishes again. What a game he's having here in the second half. Turns to the referee looking for a foul, but he made sure he made the layup.
He's had a terrific second half.
Fletcher down the lane, count it, and one. Slows down and Klassen moves it on to Huffer. And they are trying to take a bit of time out of it, because they probably had numbers there and earlier in the game would have gone. Klassen now beats his man, drives into a little running high arcer for two. Ball, so that's fine. And here he is for three, even better. So the block shot ends up in 3 points for, even if Worcester don't score, Newcastle need 18 without reply. Here's Hart in the corner trying to find three of them, and he does. Fletcher will pull up for three and knock it down. Ramon Fletcher. Fletcher, and the Wolves aren't quick enough to react here. Fletcher driving in, dumps it into Defoe, he jams it in, it's down to 11. Second one goes in. Can they do it, Newcastle? Can they find a way? Here's Fletcher. To Hart, bit high to him, back to Fletcher. They haven't got too much time to waste here. They've got to go quickly. Fletcher driving in, pulls up, converts for two. Referee calling the travel. Here's Fletcher. Drives in, trying to get some. Oh, it's knocked away. Fletcher comes back to Martin, into Defoe. Defoe will dunk it in, and it's down to 7 with 24 seconds to go. Now going to be a win, you can tell, because Paul James has put Jacobs on to get on there and enjoy a bit of this last 10 seconds. And Fletcher will come down and try and get one last score for the Eagles for three, which he hits, but there's only 6 seconds left. Here's Khan, and he's fouled. Newcastle, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've seen Robbie Pearce.
Yeah, well, the head-to-head won't count at this stage, will it? Because, no.
And there it is, the final buzzer goes, and the Worcester Wolves, as they seem to do it this time of year, it's amazing, have pulled out the win against the Newcastle Eagles. And it wasn't like it was a cup hangover. Newcastle looked in great shape, they were playing really well. You just got to give credit to how the Wolves played, particularly in the second half. Yeah,
played with a great deal of confidence, played really hard throughout the match. I mean, I'm not the statistician you are in knowing, you know, who wins what and then, but they must have probably, over the last 3 seasons, probably the best record of any team against the Eagles.